If your boyfriend or your man constantly flirts with other people in your presence, I tell you, that is the height of disrespect. And you will not take it. No, you shouldn't take it, okay? It's bad enough that he is flirting with people behind your back to come do it in your presence. No way. Hi, welcome to my channel. It's so nice to have you. Today we are going to be talking about a very interesting subject, I must say. You see, dating can be very tricky. Half the time you don't even know the person that you're getting with, and as a result of that, you begin to experience all sorts of strange behaviors from them. You see, guys can be very funny sometimes, especially when they have something up their sleeves. If a guy doesn't really love you as much as he claims, he begins to exhibit all sorts of funny behaviors. So today we shall be discussing some things that should make you take to your heels if your boyfriend or a guy that you want to get with does any of these things. I tell you what, my friend, run for your life, because nothing good will come out of your encounter with that guy. Okay, again, I repeat, if that guy does any of the things that I'll be talking about today on the show, just run for your life, please, because there is nothing good for you with him. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, this is a very good time to do so, because we have all the fun stuff right here on this channel. My name is Chris once again, and if you're ready for the show, I am ready. So let's dive into it. Like I said earlier, if a guy does any of these things, what do? You run for your life, okay? Because that guy is bad news. So the first thing is, if he tells you that he's in love with you the very first time he sees you, just know that he is up to no good. You need to run for your life, okay? Because that is not true. I hope you don't even believe it. How can a guy tell you that he's in love with you the very first time he sees you? Don't even tell me that it could be love at first sight. No, love at first sight is an illusion, okay? It doesn't happen. It only happens in the movies, all right? Guy meets girl, falls madly in love with her, and they live happily ever after. It sounds too good to be true, and that's because in most cases it is not true, okay? A guy who meets you for the very first time and he's telling you all about how madly he's in love with you is up to something, okay? Half the time he just wants to get in between your legs. That's just it. And if you fall for it, you are in for a disaster. Ordinarily, there's nothing wrong with a guy making passes at a girl that he just met. But the thing is, if he has to lie about his feelings just to get you to be with him, it tells you, or it should tell you, that such a guy is manipulative, okay? And manipulative people are very destructive. He will manipulate you at the slightest opportunity that he has just to have his way. So that guy is manipulative, and you are better off without him, all right? Love is a process. It takes time to grow. You don't meet someone today and fall madly in love with them, okay? Why the rush? Why the hurry? He needs to calm down, okay? A guy who has good intentions will take his time to know you, cut you, before even talking about serious stuff like that. So if he's all over you, telling you stories about being in love with you when he just met you, like you guys just met, like right now, that is very suspicious, okay? You need to run as far as you can away from such a guy, because like I said, he is bad news. The second thing that you should be wary about a guy is constantly asking you for money. That guy is always asking you for money, right? Listen, where I come from, that is unheard of, okay? I know that times have changed and nowadays anything is possible, okay? we're no longer so traditional about things, about relationships. But that doesn't take away the fact that a man is still supposed to play certain roles in a relationship. A man is supposed to be the provider, okay? So if this guy is always asking you for money, that is a red flag, okay? First, it shows that he is shameless, because real men do not go about asking women for money. They don't, all right? Because when they do that, they feel like their ego has been bruised, all right? And men are very egoistic. We are very egoistic, to be honest. So a guy who is always asking you for money already knows that he doesn't have any intentions for long-term commitment to you. So he's just misbehaving because he knows that very soon he will leave you. He's going to abandon you, all right? It's okay, it's understandable if you've been with this guy for some time and he's probably going through a rough patch and he needs some assistance. Of course, you can help him out. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you barely know this guy and he's always asking you for money, living off you, come on. What other sign do you need that this guy is bad news? You need to run for your life, like run as far as you can, okay? That guy is nothing good to you. He's a plague and you need to avoid him like one, all right? Such a guy will do you no good. All he will bring your way is bad news. Constantly asking a woman for money, that is so distasteful, all right? He should get a job that will pay him good money to not only take care of himself, but to also take care of you, his woman. That's how it should be. So if he's always asking you for money, my dear, run, 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 because that is danger. Moving on, if a guy you're dating is still close friends with his ex, oh my goodness, listen, you need to run. I mean, he doesn't have to be enemies with his ex, right? Of course he doesn't. But they don't have to be close friends either. No. Besides, he has you. You are his friend. You are his everything, okay? If he needs emotional support, he can get it from you. So why is he being so friendly and so close with his ex? It only means one thing: he still has feelings for her. Both of them still feel something for each other. And at the slightest opportunity, I tell you, they will do something that you wouldn't like. Oh, yes, they will. It doesn't make any sense for a guy to still be hung up on his ex when he is seeing someone else. And whenever we do that as guys, it means that deep down our hearts, we still have a place for that person. Our heart still beats for that person, all right? Yes, we don't have to be enemies with our exes, but we don't have to be so close with them either, especially when we are seeing someone else. What is the point, really? Because as they are always talking together, always chatting, somehow they will always revisit their past, and they will talk about how they were together, how they spent time together, the things that they liked about each other, and before you know it, their feelings will be rekindled and they will start making plans on how they can meet up and explore each other. So if your boyfriend is always on the phone talking to his ex and he says they are just friends, that is crap, okay? And if you have told him to stop that and he refuses, you need to run, because sooner or later he is going to go back to her, okay? Perhaps you don't know this already. You might even be the side chick in the relationship, because both of them might have something going on and he's lying to you that he's just friends with her. No way, okay? Don't buy that lie. It's a very big lie, and if he's going to sell it to anyone, it shouldn't be you, okay? You shouldn't even wait to take all of that. Get up and run and run. You deserve someone who would give you his full attention, not someone whose attention is divided between you and his ex. We're still talking about the things that should make you flee, run for your life, okay, if your boyfriend ever does any of them. And the first thing on our list is if he assaults you, okay, if he abuses you. Listen, I don't care what anybody says, but if a guy, your boyfriend, or any man you're getting with assaults you, either physically or emotionally, you need to run for your life. I mean, so much is said about physical assault because it leaves traces, it leaves a lot of ugly evidences on your body, but there is another side of assault that we don't really talk about, and that is emotional abuse. Okay, if a guy abuses you constantly, makes you feel like you're nothing but crap, that is very dangerous to your well-being, and you shouldn't stay there. All right, you need to run for your life, because if you continue to stay with such a person, you might not live to tell the story. Okay, it gets even worse if he dares to lay a finger on you. Do not make excuses for such a man, all right? A man who has the guts to lay a finger on you doesn't deserve you, because if he did, he would understand that no matter what happens, laying a finger on you is not the way out, okay? I know that a lot of women like to make excuses for abusive men. That is not cool, all right? When you continue to make those excuses, you are giving him the go ahead to continue to abuse you and other women out there. You should have zero tolerance for abuse from any man. It doesn't matter how much he gives to you, what he does for you, how he takes good care of you, okay? If he abuses you, be it physically or emotionally, you need to run for your life, because this is really a matter of life and death. If you don't leave, you might not live to tell the story, okay? Nobody deserves to be abused. I know that abuse goes both ways. Nowadays, women also abuse men. I know, but right now we're talking about men abusing women, okay? But whatever the case may be, whoever is abusing the other party has no right to do that, okay? So if you're a victim of abuse in your relationship, you need to get up and move on. Run for your life now that you have the opportunity before it will be too late. If your boyfriend or your man constantly flirts with other people in your presence, I tell you, that is the height of disrespect. And you will not take it. No, you shouldn't take it, okay? It's bad enough that he is flirting with people behind your back. To come do it in your presence, no way, all right? You shouldn't stomach such disrespect. If he is not going to respect you while you are there and give you his undivided attention, but goes on to flirt with people, you need to put an end to that, okay? And if he's not ready to change, what are you still doing there? You need to get up and go. Like, you need to leave like right now, okay? Constantly flirting with other people to your face is an indirect way of telling you that he doesn't value you. He doesn't even want to be with you. You know what? He is daring you to do your worst, because if you're not okay with it, why are you still there? What are you still doing with him? So you need to let him know that you know what you want and you can stand up for yourself, all right? You have options. He's not the only man in the world, okay? Wouldn't you rather be with a man who would respect you enough to at least not flirt with other people in your presence? Wouldn't you want that? You shouldn't tolerate a man that would be checking other people out in your presence. Even if he would do that, at least you shouldn't be aware of it, okay? It should happen elsewhere, not right in your face, okay? So if he does that consistently, continuously in your face, come on, stop making excuses, okay? Stop finding reasons to stay. It's about time that you stood up and took a walk, all right? You need to literally run for your life, because there's a better world out there waiting for you. At the end of the day, people will treat you how you let them treat you, okay? If you want to be respected, you need to demand respect. If you want your man to honor you, to care for you, and treat you like the royalty that you are, you need to act like you're a royalty, all right? If you continue to tolerate and condone bad behavior from him, I tell you what, he is never going to change. He is never going to stop, okay? So you need to stamp a foot on the ground and say, enough is enough. If you're not going to treat me right, if you're not going to respect me, I am leaving. I am going to run, because this isn't what I bargained for, okay? He is going to continue to treat you like trash. It was so fun making this video for you. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Take a look around my channel. I can assure you that you will find lots of interesting videos. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Come on, go ahead and subscribe, please, and also turn on the notification so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. My name is Chris. Once again, see you on the next one.